Okay, so let's get started with the video. Now, I'm getting ready to say a whole lot of things, and I'm gonna need y'all to keep up. When it comes to Black American women, we don't need y'all to give us advice. I be seeing a lot of people trying to tell us what we deserve, what we don't deserve, what we can and cannot do. There's nothing that a Black woman don't know. Let's start there. So, if a Black woman chooses to date hypergamously, then she can choose to do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to have a soft life, she can have a soft life if she wants to. If that woman wants to date hypogamously, she's going to do that. And I think a lot of you get mixed around in these conversations and you're just regurgitating talking points. Let's be honest. The reasons why a lot of people are talking about relationship, dating advice, because Black women have started these conversations. And when you're a woman of color, you need to be talking to women in your group, right? Do you have a great relationship with your mother, with the women in your family, with the women in your community? I would take it a step further. You say that you love Black women and you have a respect for Black women. When you're out doing your daily tasks, do you actually see younger Black women, or do you have conversations with Black girls, younger women, elderly women, seasoned women that are Black, women of wisdom, right? Do you have those conversations, or are you just on the internet talking? We don't need another mouthpiece. We need for people to mind their business, to tend to themselves and their children, right? Or whatever it is that they have going on. Everybody has work to do. I've said this before. Mills speak to the mills. Black women, we can speak to each other, right? Alongside vetting people. When you guys are listening to these people out here, including myself, make sure that you are listening with an ear of clarity, discernment, your intuition, right? Because a lot of the times, this is what's happening. You hear a person say something and you're thinking that they're giving you sound advice, when in reality, they're telling you something that you can and cannot do. Now, don't be upset because you chose to make the wrong decision, or you may have misjudged a particular situation and you didn't get the outcome that you wanted, right? Because what I've noticed with women is the only time they want to talk is when they're not benefiting from something. Let's hear about the things that you actually like to do. Let's hear about your hobbies. What was the last book you've read or currently reading? I would even say for myself, every Friday I love to buy myself roses. I love to go buy my favorite things that I like to have around my home, the things that makes me feel even more beautiful, even more like a goddess. We want to hear more of those stories. We don't need to hear what a Black woman can and cannot do. And furthermore, when it comes to these relationships, listen, there are swingers out here, there are sex workers out here, there's a little bit of everything out here. People are going to do what they want to do, people are going to live how they want to live. No one has the right to tell anybody anything. Because why? Those people are responsible for themselves. I always say this, everyone knows exactly what they're doing. Everyone. So you're going to have people again and this is just a great conversation starter for the next conversation. When it comes to even celebrity women, you know, because I've mentioned this before, Rihanna, ASAP Rocky, they know exactly what they're doing. Why are people so concerned? Are you happy? Do you have self-love? Do you have people in your community who is giving you sound advice? They're saying, hey, we believe in you, we love you, we support you. Do you have that in your own life? Because another thing that I've noticed is with people, when the men aren't listening anymore, the family members don't respect you anymore, and now you want to run to the internet and talk to us, and we don't care. The reasons why a lot of people don't like Black American women is because you can't control us. And the birth rates are dropping. You know? So, again, we don't need you as a mouthpiece because most likely you've heard it from a Black woman. What you're talking about, you've heard it from a Black woman. This is why when we're hearing it from you, it's not profound. It's not a wow, there's no wow factor because there's nothing that a Black woman don't know. So if you see a Black woman in a situation, understand she knows exactly what she's getting herself into. Again, whether she's dating hypergamously, hypogamously, what have you. What I always say about wives are willing participants. The wife knows the husband more than anybody. She knows exactly what that man is doing. You know? So, do you have great relationships with other women? Do you know how to build community with other women? You know? And it's another thing that I see as well. When people are giving advice to women, I notice it's never a follow up behind it. You know, it's always this is what the energy gives off. Bitch, you can't have no soft life. You a Black woman. A soft life. Huh? You don't deserve that. You will never have that. You Black women better pay attention to the spells. Pay attention to the language that people are using, right? You don't have the right to tell nobody shit. You don't have no authority. You don't have no power to tell no one anything when it comes to themselves and their life and how they want to live their life. Are you able to look back on your life and say, wow, I'm glad that I made that calculated decision that I've made and look at my life now? Do you have those moments of clarity? Or are you just trying to do this a lot? Because we don't need that. We'll need that. A lot of y'all got a whole lot of trauma from the past that you haven't even dealt with yet. Focus there. Go have the family discussions that you need to have with your people. Go face the inner child that you didn't allow to grow. Go do that. But coming on the internet trying to tell a Black woman what she deserves and what she don't deserve and what she can and can't have, you're talking to yourself. You're talking in a loop. Because one thing I do know about us Black women, especially here in America, we going to do what the fuck we want to do. If we don't want to be married, if we don't want to have any children, we're not going to. If we want to have several partners, if we want to be celibate, we're going to do so. Are we confused? So the next time you open up your phone and tap on that icon, that TikTok icon, and you want to give a Black woman a message, make sure that it's rooted in truth. Just do that. Because we don't need a bunch of people telling us any and everything that we already know. We don't care. Okay? We don't care about what you have to say. Because as far as I'm concerned, y'all always saying, ain't no man gonna come and save you. Do you have a good relationship with your father? Did he save you? Right? For a lot of you beautiful women out there, if you see a beautiful woman and she's able to make her money just based off of her beauty, don't get mad at her because you wasted yours. Instead of being jealous and envious, maybe you should be like, what can I do now? How can I build up my life now so that way I won't have to get on the internet complaining and talking to other people and telling them what they can and cannot do? Okay, so